So we're going to take the color. Shoot. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you, airplane. Thanks a lot. Okay, seriously, something is biting my ass. Where'd the bug spray? Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing this spring inspired monochromatic makeup look. And today we're filming outside to take advantage of this beautiful 80-degree weather. I live in New Jersey, so the winter has been dragging on for months. And actually on the first day of spring, there was a snow blizzard. It was ridiculous. So I just thought a change of scenery would be nice. But now looking around, I'm seeing that the bugs are starting to emerge, which is why I brought a giant can of bug spray, just in case. So today I'll be using all Makeup Geek eyeshadows, and the star of the show, which is what I'm wearing on my eyelid, is the Makeup Geek Pigment in Hologram. Let me show you a quick swatch of it. Take a little dab of it. Hopefully you'll be able to translate on camera how gorgeous this pigment is. It's a duochrome pigment that shifts between yellow and orange. So if you like to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. So first we're going to prime our eyelids with the Urban Decay Primer Potion in the color Eden. And this is going to make sure that our eyeshadows stay on all day long. So we're just going to put a little bit on each eyelid. And we're going to blend it in with a brush. Okay. We're just going to blend that in. This also cancels out any discoloration you have on your eyelids. Okay, so now we're going to put on some, I call it makeup tape, but Sephora actually sells this. And it's just like a roll of tape, but it's not as harsh on your skin as Scotch tape. And you're going to put this on the corner of your eyes, going towards the end of your eyebrow. And this will give us a nice sharp line in our eyeshadow look at the end, and also makes cleanup a lot easier. Okay, so now we're ready for eyeshadow. Okay, so now we're going to go into our first eyeshadow. We're actually using all Makeup Geek eyeshadows, and I put them into this little palette. So the first shadow we're going to go into is Peach Smoothie, which is a nice peachy shade like this name suggests. And we're going to place this right above the crease. This will serve as our transition color. So now we're just going to build this color up in both eyes. Alright, so now we're going to go into our next shadow, which is Morocco, this beautiful orange color. And we're going to place this in our crease. Right there. Make sure you place it below that transition shade we just placed. Put this shadow below that. The good thing is that this shadow will pick up the orange tones in the Makeup Geek pigment we're going to use. Make sure you build up that color. Alright, so we're going to take that peach smoothie color once again, and place it in our transition right above that crease to kind of blend in the orange we just placed. I usually go back and forth between the crease color and the transition color to make sure everything is well blended, especially when we use such a bright color as orange. Okay, now we're going to deepen our crease color, make it a little bit darker, and we're using Makeup Geek's Cocoa Bear shadow with this beautiful warm dark brown color. So now we're going to place this right at the crease where we put the orange. Okay. I'm just going to deepen that crease up, both sides, make it a little bit smokier. And now I'm going to pick up this other dark brown shade. It's a lot darker than the one we just used. It's like a coffee dark brown. I'm going to place that in the crease as well. And this will provide us more dimension. Okay, we're going to go back into that bright orange color, Morocco. And I'm going to place a little bit more on the crease to kind of blend out that dark brown we just placed, because we lost a little bit of that orange tone. I'm going to place that back in. Now this makeup look takes a lot of patience because there's a lot of blending involved. Just going back and forth between your shadows. Just take your time with it. And as you can see, we have quite a bit of fallout right here. That's why the tape is there. It just makes cleanup later a lot easier. Okay, now we're ready for the pigment. Okay, so now we're going to go on to the pigments that we have here, the Hologram Makeup Geek pigment. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a flat eyeshadow brush. This is actually a concealer brush from Sigma, but I love using it for eyeshadow, especially pigments, because it really picks up a lot and it's good for foiling. And that's exactly what we're going to do right now. So I'm going to take a little bit of the pigment on the cap of the container, and we're going to dip our brush into it. Pick up as much as you can. Tap it off a little bit. And then you're going to take any setting spray, or you can even use eye drops, honestly. Don't use water because they won't give you the same foiling effect, but definitely like a setting spray of some sort, or eye drops if you don't have a setting spray near you. This is actually Mac's Fix Plus, and this is the coconut scent, which is awesome. So just spray your brush a couple of times, and then we're going to place this all over the lid. And as you can see, it intensified the pigment so much. And this is what's called foiling. You take a pigment, you add a mixing medium or setting spray, and it just makes any pigment metallic. And in this case, since it's a duochrome pigment, it makes the duochromeness, I guess, of the shadow come out and pop out more, so you can really see the duality in this eyeshadow. Okay, we're going to place it all over the lid. Make sure you don't go up where the crease is. So make sure you place it right below the crease. We don't want to mess with the other eyeshadows we already placed. Okay. And like I said, if you get a little fallout, that's okay. You can see it's a beautiful pigment right there. So we're going to do the same thing on the other eye. We're going to pick up a little bit of the pigment, spray with Fix Plus, And we're gonna place it over in the other eye. Also, I want to add, when you do foil your pigments, it helps it stay on your eyelids all day long, which is a great advantage. So you don't have to reapply it throughout the day. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more. Same process, pick up the pigment and spray. And place it over the eyelid. So now we're gonna go back into the color Morocco. I'm gonna place this a little bit more in the crease to kind of get rid of the harsh lines that the pigment left behind. And just make everything look a whole lot more blended and seamless. So I'm gonna bring this color all over the crease. And as you can see, this orange eyeshadow, it picks up the orange tones in the pigment. Okay, so now we're going to deepen out that outer V with this small detail brush. This is the Sigma E26 brush. This brush is perfect for you girls with hooded eyelids like me. It gets that color right in that crease. It's short and it's tapered, so it's just perfect for that. So we're going to go into the color, this dark brown color again. It's really pigmented, so to be careful. And you're going to go right in that corner. You can bring it up a little bit in the crease too, but want to concentrate most of the color in that corner. Now they call the outer V because when you blend this way up into the crease and then towards the eyelash line, it creates like a little sideways V. And this just will give us a little bit more dimension in our eyeshadow look. Okay, before we place our eyeliner, we want to make sure that we crimp our eyelashes, because if you do this after you place your eyeliner, it might pick it up and it might just remove it, or it might peel off. So you want to do this step first. So you're going to take your favorite eyelash curler. This is one from Tarte. It's their new one. It's like from their mermaid collection, so I thought it was really cute. We're just going to place our eyelashes in it, and we're just going to crimp those eyelashes. What I usually do is I do 10 pumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now hold that last one. And when you release it, crimped eyelashes. This is my secret when people tell me how I get my eyelashes to look so voluminous without using false eyelashes. This is the first trick. Okay, I brought you guys in a little closer so we can do the wing eyeliner. Now I'm using the Stila Stale Day Liquid Eyeliner. It's a felt tip eyeliner pen. It is my favorite. It's waterproof, smudge proof, transfer proof. It's just all around the best. So this is what I usually use. So what I do is I start lining, starting in the inner corner. I do a very thin line there, and as I go towards the outer corner, I make it a little bit thicker. So I start in the inner corner with a very thin line, and then as I get towards the outer corner, I make it a little bit thicker, like so. And now I'm going to do the wing, and actually this tape also helps with the wing because it gives you that sharp line once you take the tape off. So I'm just going to bring the wing up. Okay, and you'll see once I remove the tape, it gives you that perfect wing. Now you can always play around with it a little bit more and make it a little bit sharper. Now before we put on mascara, we're going to use this Marc Jacobs Highliner in Blaquer, which is an amazing gel eye crayon, and we're going to tightline right where our lash line is. And this will create the illusion that our lash line is thicker. and also makes our top eyeliner look darker. So you're just gonna get up there. Make sure you color that all in. Do it here. I don't know why I always open my mouth when I do this. It's ridiculous. I'm like, every time I use this eyeliner. But you see what difference it makes? It makes your eyeliner look a lot darker and makes your lashes look fuller. Now we're on to mascara. So now we're going to go on to mascara. I usually layer on my mascaras. Today I'm going to be using this Maybelline Waterproof Definer Lash Mascara and the Benefit Rollerlash Mascara. Now this one discontinued, so unfortunately you can't get it anymore. I stocked up on these like crazy because it was my favorite mascara. But a good option would also be any Maybelline mascara that's waterproof is excellent. Like the Rocket Mascara from Maybelline is a good alternative to this one. Now the thing I want to share with you guys is that I want you to use a waterproof mascara first if you're going to layer on mascaras, because this will hold a curl a lot longer than any typical mascara will. Something in the formula of the waterproof mascaras is just really good for holding a curl. So we're just going to place this all over our lashes, coating them all evenly. And if it's a little bit clumpy right now, that's okay. We're going to go over it with the other mascara. Now, if you get a little bit of mascara in your eyeshadow like I just did there, don't worry. Let it sit there and dry. Once it dries up, you can just flake it off and not disturb the eyeshadow underneath. So don't worry about that. So we're just going to keep on going. Keep layering on the mascara. And now we're going to go on to the second mascara, which is the Benefit Rollerlash Mascara. This one is not waterproof, but it has a great brush that gives you definition and really separates your lashes. And definitely gives you a curled eyelash look. And this brush is excellent for declumping your mascara. Declumping your eyelashes, I mean. I usually take a long time during this step because I want to make sure my lashes are separated and defined and lifted. Okay, you see what a big difference between this eye and that eye? It makes a world difference in your eye look. So now I'm going to do the other eye off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so on the lower lash line, I'm going to put this Colourpop orange eyeliner I got. I'm going to put it in the waterline. And this is perfect because it will pick up the orange tones in the eyeshadows. I love using colored eyeliner to emphasize the eyes. It just makes your eye look different from everyone else's. Okay, so we're going to keep putting this orange eyeliner in the waterline. Once we're done with that, we're going to put a little bit of mascara to the bottom lashes. This will balance out the top lashes. I'm using the Benefit Rollerlash. Now we're going to concentrate on the eyebrows. This is the Anastasia Brow Wiz. It's my favorite eyebrow pencil. It's so great. It has a nice fine tip and it comes with an incredible spoolie at the end. So we're going to start filling in our eyebrows. Okay, I'm going to fill them in. Any sparse spots you have. And what I do, I just lightly feather them in. If you have naturally thick eyebrows, lucky you. I wish I did. But as you can see, it just frames your face a lot better when you fill them in. So now I'm going to do the other eye off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now we're on to the face. Now that our eyes are done. Now, just a quick tip, I always do my eyeshadow and my eye look before I do my face makeup, just in case I get any fallout like you just saw earlier. It just makes it a lot easier to clean up. And if you were to have foundation already on, it'll be a lot harder because then you wipe off the foundation to place it back on. It's just a hassle. I always recommend people to do their eyes first and then their face makeup. So for first step, I'm going to be using the Dr. Brand's Luminizing Primer all over the face. And the primers just serve a good purpose in terms of making sure your makeup lasts all day long. And this one in particular is a luminizing primer, so it just brings a nice healthy glow to your skin. So I'm going to put this all over. Like so. Let me just make sure it's nicely blended in. Okay, now we're going to go on to foundation. So once our primer is set and dry, now we can go on to foundation. So the foundation I'm using today is the Hourglass Vanishing Stick Foundation. And this is an amazing foundation. It does not kick up no matter how many layers you do. It's travel friendly, as you can see. There's no pump or anything. There's no messiness when it comes to using this. It's just been my favorite foundation for the past, I would say, year and a half now. And I'm using the color Warm Ivory. So all I do, I just swipe it all over my face. Make like a tribal print all over your face. Like you're going to war. Put on your war paint. Okay, and then you take a nice dense brush to blend it all in. I'm using this Tarte foundation brush. And all I do is I just blend it in. And this just gives us a nice clean base for the other makeup to go on later. Gives us a nice clean canvas. Now the great thing about this foundation is that, like I said before, you can layer it on and it won't look cakey on you. So if there's any spots on your face that are red or any blemishes or any dark spots, you can always go over it again with the foundation and just intensify the coverage. And I'm going to do that right now because, as you can see, I have a little blemish here thanks to my visitor of the month. So I'm just going to put a little bit more foundation there. A little bit here. A little bit more on my nose because my nose tends to be pretty red. So we're just going to blend this in a little bit more. Make sure you blend into your hairline and also down your neck, because you want to create the illusion this is actually your skin. So if your neck is a different color from your face, no one's gonna believe that's your face. So okay, we are good to go. Now I will set this foundation with powder just so it will give me more longevity to the foundation. It will also prevent me from getting oily or sweaty later on during the day. I'm using the IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation Powder Foundation. And I just take a nice fluffy brush. This is from Sigma. This is the Sigma F20 brush. So I just take a nice fluffy brush and I'm going to place this all over the face. Everywhere the foundation was placed. It also provides a little bit of extra coverage than the foundation. So it just makes your face look a little more flawless. Now we're going to warm up the skin with some bronzer. We're going to be using the Hourglass Ambient Bronzer in Luminous Bronze Light. It's a beautiful bronzer, and it has some shimmery, highlighty glow swirled into it, so it just makes for a beautiful bronzer. So I just take a fluffy brush. This is from Real Techniques. Dab it and just tap it so you'll get the excess off, and then we're going to put it right on our cheekbones. It just gives you that nice healthy glow. Also bring it up to the forehead near the hairline. We're just mimicking where the light naturally bronzes your face. So we're going to go in the temples, the hairline, on the cheeks. You could also bring it underneath your jawline. Okay, now we're going to go on to blush. So we're going to be using the Milani blush in Luminoso. This is one of my favorite blushes. It's from the drugstore, so it's very affordable. It's a nice peachy blush. So we're going to take this with a fluffy blush brush. This is the Sigma F10 brush. And we're just going to put this all over our cheeks, right above where you put the bronzer. And the good thing about using this particular brush, that it has that orangey, peachy tone to it, so we'll pick up the orange tones in our eyeshadow look. Just layer on a little bit more. And like its name suggests, Luminoso, it's a very luminous or shimmery type of blush. But you can't see any glitter particles on your face or anything like that. It just gives you a nice healthy glow. Okay, now we're on to my favorite part, highlighter. Now we're up to my favorite part, highlighter. This is a new highlighter from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's called the Amrezy highlighter. I want to show you really quickly because this is beautiful. It's a golden champagne type of highlight. So you just take a nice tapered fluffy brush like this one. This is special for highlighting. This is the Sigma F03 brush. You can use whatever smaller brush you have at home. And he's going to swirl it in. Tap off the excess, and we're just going to place it right down the cheekbones. Look at that glow. Oh man, it's so beautiful. You can put it on both cheeks, and you want to place this right above where you placed your blush. So we're doing kind of like a Sunday layer: bronzer, blush, highlighter. I'm going to keep layering that on because I can never get enough highlighter on my face. I want to glow like a glowworm. I'm going to place a little bit on the tip of the nose. So bring a little bit light there. And also I place a little bit, maybe with your finger, or you can use a small brush. A small little shading brush like this, and just place it in the highlighter and put this in the inner corner of your eye. And what this does, it brings light to your eyes. Put a little bit more so you can see the difference between one side and the other side. You can see there, it just draws your eye to, it draws anyone else's eyes to your eye because it's just that point of light right there. So we're going to place it in both inner corners. Okay, and now we're moving on to lips. Now for lips, we're going to be using this Urban Decay lip gloss in the color Punch Drunk. Okay, Punch Drunk. And it's a nice orange color gloss. It's very pigmented, so you don't need to use a lip liner or anything underneath. Look at that. So pretty. And this just ties in all the orange tones that we have going on all over the face. And the look is complete. Now I'm going to set everything with some setting spray. I'm going to take the MAC Fix Plus setting spray we used earlier. And I'm going to douse our face with this. Whew. Let that dry. Oh, it smells like coconut. Real. Wow. Definitely get the scented ones. I smell like a pina colada. It's awesome. And just let that dry. And the good thing about setting sprays also, it will keep your makeup on all day and it will intensify the highlight. So can't get anything better than that. I do want to point out the fact that we've been filming outside at a park in 80-degree weather and this face has not melted off. So definitely follow these steps and your makeup will last all day and all night. So I'll see you next time in my next video. Bye!